At this point of time, we already have to accept the fact that the Fast and Furious franchise is going beyond its original theme of fast cars and races. The Fast and Furious franchise started with fast cars and having a plot based on fast cars and races, and moving on towards action plots with fast cars involved in the subplot. And that's the same with this movie as well. Hobbs and Shaw is the same cliche movie where the bad guys are being defeated by the good guys. We're just there to watch the movie to know how the plot is resolved and how the bad guys are defeated. Beyond that, Hobbs and Shaw is a really enjoyable action movie. It's a different take on the usual buddy cop themed movies nowadays, and it's a really enjoyable movie. All the action scenes in this movie is really beautifully visualized, although it defies some physics law, but as long as they have some logical explanation to how they visualize it, people will accept it. And it seems like Hobbs and Shaw is branching out towards its own franchise, its own spin-off franchise in the Fast and Furious universe. So if they are going to continue with this theme, it's going to be nice, because this movie, you can feel the buddy cop theme in this movie where two individuals don't get along with each other, they go through a journey, they get along and they defeat the bad guy. That's the theme. That's the theme of the whole cliche buddy cop theme. So let's just talk about the story. If you want to know the story of the movie, you just have to watch the trailer, because they've literally told everything in the trailer. A virus, a black Superman, and he's a bad guy. Hobbs and Shaw is a good guy, they don't get along with each other, they defeat the bad guy. That's all. You're going to watch the movie just to see how they resolve the whole conflict between each other and how they defeat the bad guy. That's the story. The screenplay wasn't that draggy, but there was unnecessary scenes specifically for these characters, Hobbs and Shaw, to show their own essence. They have multiple scenes like this in this movie. It wasn't too much of a weightage to give a bad impression of the movie. The cinematography was great, but it wasn't something mind-blowing. The way they played out the cinematography through the screenplay was good. And as usual, the best part of this movie was the performances of the actors. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, also Jason Tatum, they worked really well together. And also the extra two actors who cameoed in this movie, it made a really good impression on me. As I mentioned before, they are trying to make its own franchise. Maybe they're going to have a sequel or something, and they might include these two actors as well, because the main protagonist in this movie, although it was Black Superman, Idris Elba, it was also the other guy, the computer voice guy. I don't know what to call him, the computer voice guy who seemed to know Hobbs. So maybe they're going to bring it up in the next Fast and Furious movie, Fast 9. They're just going to branch it out to the sequel of this movie. It was action-packed, funny at the same time. All this movie from this era is trying to branch out from there to have a comedical action movie, which actually works well. So tell me your thoughts about Hobbs and Shaw if you have already watched this movie. Tell me in the comment section below. So subscribe, like, comment, anything you want. And I'll see you guys in the next video.